Aw, look at Kiki doing a little food dance with her cutlery out. That's so cute. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to Hokkaido, a fall and farm themed island we built in just 14 IRL days. The entire playlist will be down below in case you want to catch up with it, but for those of you who have been following along, you probably know that we're still missing one last thing until this island is completely finished and ready for a DA upload. Because after we finished decorating the main part of the island in just the 14 days, we still needed to tackle all the villager interiors, the beaches, as well as my interiors, and after getting the first two done, today it is time for my own interiors and also the little additional tent that we have by the campsite, and that will pretty much conclude this entire island. And so yeah, I don't know where this journey is going to take us today, to be quite honest, but I would say without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, if you have decorated 33 houses in the DLC, you get a room sketch app on your phone with which you can very easily plan out interiors. That's usually what I use, but I haven't decorated 33 houses. I've only done the 30 houses. So what we're going to do is we're going to revisit one of these beautiful interiors. Let's see who we want to have around. Maybe Kiki. And we're basically just going to remodel her house, and that way we can plan our rooms just kind of using her house. And we might actually add an upstairs so that we can plan two rooms at the same time pretty much. The good thing about the DLC houses, and the very essential thing too, is that you can freely resize these rooms and adjust them to fit the measurements of your house, which is awesome. Now, the only clear image that I have is actually of my downstairs. So I'm going to start with that one, which is a 6x10, kind of like this. And in the downstairs, there's also no windows. I usually always do a box core build for the basement. This time, because we've got, oh, look at that. There's already the ranch stuff. Because there's so many amazing kitchen things that fit the fall aesthetic, I thought we could do a huge downstairs, I don't know, I guess a crossover between a kitchen and a bakery. I really want to load this up with ovens and very cozy kitchen stuff. Maybe a big table could be possible as well. And one thing I want to try is to have that flag that we tried to have by the fall fairs. So let's gather around some items, and then we also do need to figure out a wallpaper situation. Okay, also some music for us so we don't have to hear the DLC music this entire time. Ooh, I really like the modern wood flooring. Probably not for the kitchen, but definitely something to consider. I feel like this could be a good kitchen floor. It has somewhat of the vibe of tiles, but it's still wood, which I think is kind of nice. I mean, one wallpaper I always love for the kitchen is kind of just this one. Oh, and maybe that one is an accent wall, and then maybe that's where all the ovens are. Depending on how that looks. I guess the ovens would probably look better if they're against the back wall as well. I somehow also want to include a partition wall, also because this room is so giant, and I feel that would just really help kind of separate and organize this room a little bit better. I will say I quite liked what I did for Sally's house, which was kind of these panel thingies. I don't know if they work well with the type of wallpaper we have though, but maybe we can do one like this. And then this is the display oven, and then there's another behind the scenes kind of bakery part. And then basically we could put some plants on the wall there. I really like the way that was. I'm not entirely sure I like where this is going right now. I want there to be some type of counter here, and I just feel maybe I'm taking away too much space with the oven and everything. I've never actually worked with these display cases. I think they're a little bit too out there. They're a little bit too obviously an actual cafe where it's supposed to be. It's like a hobby bakery inside my house, I guess. Maybe we just do it like this and then do a picture wall, maybe something like that. I'm not sure if I like it or if I hate it. Okay, Kiki, excuse me. I don't like the way that certificate is reflecting. Hold on. Okay, change the music and let's continue. Let's get some food items that we might like. I already put some bread there, but we can definitely use another basket of bread. And I also have this pull apart bread already. Maybe that's a good start. And then maybe this bakery is more for just getting stuff on the go. But maybe we can do one little table display here to the front. Something along those lines. I'm not sold on the choice of chairs that I have here, but just from the setup, I think. Maybe this like Iron Garden stuff is better in brown. Okay, so maybe something like this for the right-hand side. I believe we can even put something in front of maybe one of the counters so that we can cover up the entire thing a little bit more. It could be like a plant or a sign or maybe a little chair with another piece of, like another food item. I guess we're just gonna have to try out different things to kind of know what we prefer. I mean, a little piggy bank, you know, it could make sense, but I don't know, the size of that item usually kind of throws me off a little bit. Oh, a paper bag could be cute. And I believe with that, with removing this pie as well, the right-hand side might be done, say, for some rugs. So let's try and find some of those, and then we'll do the left-hand side. All right, I'm not sold on the rugs like 100%, but it's kind of tough because like they look really odd if you try to put something in front of these, because it's all like so off-center, and I'd rather put something underneath here. All right, but let's move on to the left-hand side now, and we can still like adjust stuff that we don't like. Also, I'm gonna put the music player on this side because that is now done. Maybe we can do the medium wooden partition on this wall, or also maybe along the side walls. Wait, how does that look? Yeah, I might actually prefer it on this side. Oh, maybe we can do like a cooking station like this. So this one in front of the partition, and then the oven kind of here, and then I guess we cover up this gap with just like items in front, probably something a little taller. Oh, you know, we can still work some barrels in. Hold on, I think those might be a really good idea in this case. Yeah, those cover up a lot more already. That's pretty good. Something else I used to do before was like a glow-in-the-dark sticker, and then I customized it with the little crack, so there's like a crack in the wall. That can also be like kind of a nice touch, just to fill in a bit more of that space. I think that's not bad. And then towards the left where the wooden partition is, we could either make that like a plant display, or I also thought we could use this for like the pots and pans kind of display. I don't know how that would look though. Maybe the knives are not bad though. They kind of blend in. And then let's try 2 of those plants maybe. Aw, look at Kiki doing a little food dance with her cutlery out. That's so cute. I just plopped her there and now she's being adorable. This would kind of be okay. The thing is, like, anything I put in front of the barrel will be like completely in line with it. So I'm kind of thinking about keeping it like this. And then maybe we can add like this one here. I feel like this has a really nice behind the scenes kind of vibe. Now we only need to figure out a couple of wall things. We can't do anything on the partition walls, so these are gonna have to stay like that, unfortunately. But we can definitely put something on this wall here on the right because the music player is not gonna be there. And then also these walls right here are still super bare. So let's figure out some stuff for this. We probably have like a clock. Oh, definitely one of these flower garlands somewhere. I think maybe even to the left in like the cafe part. I might actually like these kind of layered like that. I feel like that works with like the wallpaper spacing kind of. Maybe one of these mobile thingies. A light switch, why not? And then what about our favorite corkboard just like in the kitchen, you know, to keep things organized? Okay, I think we will keep it like this. I think this might be what we end up with. Now I'm gonna have to definitely write all of these things down so I can obviously put that in my own house. I can technically even like still go behind the counter if I want. Like, that's actually not too bad. Okay, so this is going to be the downstairs, I think. Maybe we can actually work on the upstairs next. Now, I will say I don't know. I'm not going to keep like all of the rooms. I think I'm going to block some of them off, especially maybe the one to the back. But we are going to definitely have an upstairs, and I think this will kind of be the very cliche kind of bedroom with like a big, like huge window kind of. I'd love to have this brown brick as my wallpaper, and then I think we're going to use the autumn wall for like an accent, kind of like this. And then my favorite floor. This looks like any of the villager interiors that I have done so far. And then I guess my idea is that we use this door right here, like this balcony door design. Okay, I'm gonna cover like everything with this for now, just so I have like a better idea and can then like adjust it later on. Okay, there we go. Now this would be very impressive, but I think it's a little bit too much. So I'm gonna add, I think, like a partition wall, maybe to the left. I don't know whose house this was where we already like did something like like this, but maybe we can even do like 2 of those. Plus we're gonna need 2 pillars. And then technically we could do like another partition wall kind of like this and then actively close it off. I mean, that could be like a cute layout. That's a little bit like what we did for Billy, I think also. So I guess the layout would be more something like this. And then I did want to see if I can also use the ones with curtains or if that looks weird when we've got like the balcony going on. Oh, well, I mean, that just kind of looks as though the balcony goes, like just starts with like the door. So if we want to bring curtains into the mix, we could do that. Let's try also implementing that on the other side. Okay, well now the balcony looks really short. I think I preferred it with maybe just the one side or no curtain at all. Right, okay, so on the left side, with that being so secluded, that should probably be like our bed. This like bed setup would be super cute, but I can't put anything on the wall, unfortunately. So I would put like a garland or something in between, but I can't. So, I mean, the other option would be to put like maybe a festival garland here, and then we can still do like ceiling mounted stuff like the drapery maybe. Although that also might be too much. Yeah, that might be like a slight bit too much. Like the drapery and let's say the dried flower garland, that would be really cute together. But I unfortunately can't do that, at least not on this wall. We could obviously put it against one of the regular walls. Oh, wait, if I put a mobile there, it glitches so far like through the partition wall that it actually kind of looks like, I mean, sometimes when it turns, it can get a little bit weird. But you know what? We might do this. All right, so I like the setup for the bed now. We're gonna put Kiki in there, so you know. Now there should be another window over here to the side, and I don't know, I feel like the thought of there being like a table and some chairs is kind of cute to me, so I might want to try that one. I don't know if the dimensions are gonna work out though. Oh, also, we should put on some music again. I've been listening to the weird DLC music, and it's enough. This kind of has, I mean, if this was like spaghetti instead, this kind of has, I don't know, Lady and the Tramp vibes, I think. But it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. And then we could do like more, I mean, it is my room, right? So maybe we could do some plants towards the window, just like a plant display, and then probably like a sofa along with it too. Okay, the sofa kind of like that. And then I was just thinking about having like a little shelf or like a table for books or something there. Oh, a little puppy plushie, you know, a little dog that wants to eat the pizza. This is kind of what I currently have. So I put like a record player and then I put like the magazine rack because I was like, maybe that's like the records, you know? And now I think this is gonna be like most of what this room is. I think we should definitely have something to the front here, and I actually have something in mind. Hold on. How about this Zen bench? Because we can put like a fabric on top, which I always really like. Okay, let's put my standard rugs in, so this lacy one for sure. Or I also quite like the brown shaggy rug, but I don't know if we've got space for that one. Oh, we do. Technically we do. We could put that like over here to the right-hand side, but I'm not sure I like that with everything else going on. No. Okay, we need a few more surface items, and then I don't have anything on this side here, but I'm not really sure that I even want something there because I quite like the view from this point on. But maybe we can do the paint can trick again, like the stickers on the wall, the sunflowers, and then we'll just work with some paint cans as though that's like the little crafting area. You know, kind of like this in terms of the stickers. And then let's add those paint cans. I think I might want to put the bamboo basket thing like right here, but I seem to not have that one. But I think that could be like a cute thing almost like close to the door, you know, like I'm kind of just, maybe it's my yoga mat or something. And then I put like a calendar up there. I don't know, from this perspective, the paint cans look really weird. From like, if you see all of this, they make a lot of sense, but it just kind of looks weird. I know that there's like the spray can too. I don't know if I have that one. But it is much, much smaller. So I feel like even if I had it, it might not look good. Or maybe we have like a box like this with some craft and then maybe like a spray can next to that. I don't know if this is enough. I might also want to add something else to those walls there, but that might just be like our regular, you know, dried flower garland. I think this is kind of where I would leave it for this room. And now with those two rooms done, I am going to take a break because the music is starting to annoy me. And also before I continue, I kind of have to write this all down, or I'll go maybe to like a different house and we'll do the other rooms in like a different house. I don't know which one would be easier. Right, I took a lot of pictures of Kiki's home for the upstairs and the downstairs, and now we're here at Butch's place, and we're going to make the main room, and I think also maybe one side room, and I think the others we're actually gonna just cover up. Oh, actually though, before we do my main room and my, I think it's gonna be a room to the side, let's briefly figure out a couple of items for the tent, because I'm pretty sure the tent size is a 4x4. Now there's no wall space in that one, but we could maybe figure out some, just a few items, just a few boxes and suitcases and stuff like that. I think I want more of a glamping vibe. I do want there to be boxes and the suitcase if I can find it, but I want it to be more of a glamping. Okay, let me see if I can find a darker floor and I guess somewhat of a yellow wallpaper, just so we can kind of imitate what the tent vibe would be. Maybe this is the same shade of color? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, first up we need a bed. We don't need to walk around in this space, but I feel like we need something a little bit higher. Definitely some slippers or something. Maybe the loafers. Honestly, I think this might just be okay. I'm gonna have to take a look at the lamp because I'm not super sold on it, but at the same time, I think it generally is a very cute item, and I don't know what else I would want to put here right now. I actually don't hate when I put the dirt pattern on it, because then it just looks kind of like a brown lamp. But I think we are gonna go with the orange just because it looks a bit more normal, I guess. I'm gonna take pictures of this and then we'll work on my rooms again. Okay, the main room I believe is 8x8, which is actually quite big. And then I would like to mark our doors just with glow in the dark stickers. The doors are always 2x2, so it should be kind of like this in the middle, and then to the sides it's always a tile away from the wall. And then the window is always one more tile to the left, or even maybe two. So those are the doors. Those we have to definitely take into consideration. Number one thing I think I want to do is block the room in the back. I like to actually do this a lot when I do interior decorating, just because I feel like the entire house is always it's so much work. And I just cannot be bothered to decorate all of this space. One thing that I found is actually a really good way to block something is using a curtain partition. And then you can even basically open it. And so it's kind of blocked in a way that you can't get there, so you don't have to worry about decorating, but it's still gonna be it still looks like there's another room, which is kind of, I don't know, I quite like this entire vibe. Maybe this is also the moment where we do the partition that I've been meaning to kind of incorporate before. And then I've been wanting to use bookshelves in this fall house as well, just because I feel like that is very fitting. I actually might like this as a layout. I'm gonna choose a different wallpaper probably. I think the window might be a tile away from the wall. And then I think they're always a 1.5 tile. I actually would like this to have a bit of a cabin vibe, I think. But then all of the wood colors are so awkward, I feel like. I will say I wish there were more wooden wallpapers where the windows are still completely normal and intact. I might have to go for the brick again, honestly. I just feel like it works best with the different wood colors that we're gonna use, and then maybe we can make this side here into a cabin wall, because I wanted to put up a fireplace. Now, obviously there's this fireplace, which I was actually thinking about, but the problem of course is that against the wallpaper again, that might look a bit ridiculous. The wood burning stove is a different option. Wait, isn't there a Turkey Day one too? Oh, I might not have that one. Okay, I don't have the Turkey Day one, but the Turkey Day has a white outer shell and then brick on the inside, and it has a couple of leaves and also a fireplace. And then I think it's a 2 tile wide kind of display like this. So if we want to go all the way, we could literally put that on there. So I was thinking we could do something like a relatively traditional fireplace, something like this, And then we put another shelf unit to the back of the couch, so that part is like a little bit more hidden. So since this corner is not going to be visible, I thought we could just maybe put like a little the ranch like sideboard thing up there, because I've never used this before, but it's such a pretty item. And then I started putting stuff there, but then I remembered, wait, there is actually going to be a window here. So I don't know if that's going to look weird, because now I think the low board would be like off-centered. But maybe we will just plan these items and then we'll see like if everything works out later on, or if I might have to like readjust certain things. I think I'll probably like decorate these with you here, and then I will acquire all the items, decorate them all like in the actual house, and then there will be like a final tour in which I show you kind of if there have been any changes or anything like that. I don't know how long I like fiddled around with this little bit behind the sofa, but now I feel like I might like it. Outside my house is a pumpkin patch, so I was like, maybe we should do something, you know, like farmy, like they just gathered all the stuff and brought it back in. This one back here now has like some books and this globe. Hey, room for my shoes, my jacket, and some keys maybe off to the side there. And now I feel like I just need some stuff for the front right, and then probably like wall stuff. And maybe like another rug in front of this too. I don't know if like a white one is going to be too much white, but maybe just like, yeah, that might be a little bit too much though. Now, since there is the pumpkin patch outside, maybe we can put some seed bags and some of the potted starter plants here. They kind of don't come in the best colors though. I don't know. Maybe we could get away with something like this in terms of like the placed items. This here could maybe hold like a sandwich. And then we could definitely put around, oh, we could do some scattered paper somewhere. Maybe just kind of like there, and then we'll spread around a couple of socks as well. I feel like that always helps cover up a little bit of awkward like floor space. Some socks added, some birds, some more like smaller wall-mounted things. This kind of might be what I do for the main room. So now we have to talk to Butch and add an upstairs, but I think I'm going to take a little break before I tackle that. I feel like I've been more and more quiet towards the end of this, just because of like the overall time I've already been recording today. So I'm going to take a break from this. I need to repot some plants, so I might do that. And then we're gonna like completely finish this island today, which is super exciting and really fun. So I'm gonna see you in basically just a second. And here we are now. So this is going to be the room on the right-hand side, which is a 6x6, that's correct. For me, it's actually a day later now. I did a whole bunch of like Treasure Island runs, etc. To already like acquire the items and put it all together, customize everything, which, you know, takes quite a while. So now it's going to be time for the very last room, which I would like to turn into somewhat of a study, I think. Now, let me think about how the doors are. So the door comes from like the left side, and then I'm pretty sure there's only a window on the right-hand side, pretty much where this is, like exactly in the center, right? In the DLC, I'm just going to make it not have any windows, and then we can just kind of make some fake windows with the stickers again. But then like in the final version, I would like to have just the regular window that comes with the wallpaper. So kind of like that. It is a little bit smaller than this, but that's gonna be okay. And then we're gonna ignore the door to the front, because this room will have the door to this side here. So kind of like there. Okay, one flooring that I've been wanting to use this entire time is this one. It is quite like busy though, so I don't know if I can really get away with that. And then maybe we just do this one to not overwhelm it maybe. So there's this one desk that I saw in the DLC like being sold, and I thought it was quite cute. I wanted to maybe try and use that one, and I've never really used that before. Plus I haven't done like a general study room in like the longest time. So it's either, I think it's the sturdy one. Hold on. Yeah, it's this one in like the wood grain version. I just thought this looked kind of cool. Let me see, maybe we can put the shaggy rug down, and then the pattern of the floor is much more like subtle. It's really weird when this room has like no windows, because the lighting in it is so different. Now I was thinking about using that other window that we have, but I feel like we have to go with another wallpaper in that case, because this one isn't gonna work well with it. This is a little odd. So I don't like the window just kind of out in the open like that, so I just tried around with the pillars, but then I noticed that if we put it here, it's like snug against this. We could still do like two windows, honestly. That could still work. And then we could do more partitions here again. I don't know if that's going to be like a little bit too much going on though, or if that's okay. Oh, never mind. Wait, this isn't 2 tiles wide anymore. Okay, we can do a tension pole rack though. And then we could do like another pillar on the side if we really want to frame that in. Okay, let's remove the rug though. All right. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. And then something else that I was thinking about was making a little music area, so maybe to the front right. So this is gonna be the door, right? And so maybe here we could have like a music player, put like a whole bunch of the different KK tracks like on the wall, which I always think is kind of like a nice idea for the interiors. Maybe even like the retro stereo. This music piece is super repetitive. I'm gonna have to change that in a second because this drove me absolutely mad yesterday. Maybe even with this, and then we put like a shelf of some sorts up. Let's find a good chair for this, and then we have to definitely figure out some stuff for on top of the table. I also want to kind of maybe include some candles. Of course, aesthetic above anything else for this, so we're not going to use like a weird office chair like this. Maybe the Turkey Day one is cute. And then we definitely are going to need some books in this area. What are we going to be working on? Are we going to be like writing maybe? Maybe even with like a typewriter. That's like a very romantic idea, right? I mean, we might as well like embrace the romantic idea. I always forget about this table because this cool low table comes in like really weird, like solid colors, but there's always the wood variation of it, which is actually super cute. Okay, I definitely would want there to be like another rug in the front here, especially if we make this into like a music kind of little area. And then we're gonna do like a whole bunch of wall mounted things for sure, like wall mounted like music tracks. Now I need to figure out what to put next to this. And also I feel like we probably need something here. Maybe just an anthurium plant. Hold on. Potentially, yes. Maybe another one of these. I do have like the record box too, but the thing is that always is like a solid black color. And I'm just not really sure I love that too much. I mean, maybe some more books just on the side or like a snack or something. This is a room where we could definitely work with some ceiling mounted stuff too. Maybe another drapery and maybe some more birds as well, just because I love them. Yeah, maybe we can do these like ornithopters this time. So, you know, we can kind of like angle them like that. A light bulb, the drapery, okay. I'm not mad at it so far. Now we just need something here in front. We should probably also have some scattered papers in this one, right? Unfortunately, I can't really plan with this wall here. Regardless though, we're definitely going to do a calendar and we're definitely going to do a corkboard though. I mean, if we're not going to do that in our study, then, you know. Well, and then we have to find a whole bunch of like KK tracks that look kind of like fall. Animal City for sure. That one. I like Mr. KK as well. Okay, and we're going to bring those out onto the wall now. I've had a look through the list and I selected a few more than just the 3 here that look a little bit like fall colors, but I don't have them in my catalog, so I can't really like work with them right now. But we are definitely going to work with those when we put this room together. Now, I just think we should probably put something else towards the front here still. Maybe just like a table, a little table with like some snacks or something. Or also like a box full of craft material, maybe? Like more office related stuff. Maybe we could even do this. I didn't like the box with the craft supplies, but maybe we can stagger like the bamboo basket as though it's like certain, I don't know, projects or something rolled up. And then there's like the boxes, you know? This room is obviously made to be looked at from kind of the front here. But I think all of this would not be like the worst setup. I think that's a good idea. All right, I'm gonna have to take a lot of pictures of this and then put it all together, probably go to more treasure islands. And I think I have to play a little bit with the second character because she can't customize certain things just yet, which is not good because I want to put like customized stuff in her tents. I'm gonna do all that. And then we're basically just gonna jump right over to me showing you all the finished rooms and houses. And now, after quite a few more Treasure Island runs, lots of customizing, etc., I think it's done, so let me give you a final tour of all that we've decorated today. So here is our main room. The floor plan here is relatively open. We just have a little book corner and also this like jacket, shoe, and key moment right here by the door. And then going further into the room, we blocked the room in the back off as well, but it still appears as though there's something to go there, which I always quite like. There's just a little kind of storage corner here. I think I changed around the plant a little bit just because of the window, but I think it totally works like this. We have the pet bed because of course we have a little puppy who I think we put upstairs. So there's that. Of course, there's our little cozy corner here by the campfire, and that was like the Turkey Day stuff that I was talking about earlier. And then just past a few of these like storage items that are for like the outside, we can go into the office space. Of course, this is the room that we just decorated. So here is the finished result. We have the big window right there with the table, our typewriter, lots of like books and notes, and of course our music corner. This is how I ended up doing the pictures on the wall, which I think actually turned out really cute. I'm quite happy with the little music corner there. And then, you know, we also have a few snacks around, some boxes, some projects, cork boards, a calendar, all kinds of things that you would probably need in an office space. Ooh, I always love the curtain, like animation play thing. It's really cute. All right, let's go upstairs next. And this room was turned into our big, cozy bedroom space. There's some stale cupcakes playing, of course. And then here's another pet bed, and the puppy is actually all the way over here. Let's explore the left side first. So this is actually where our bed is, just with a few books, some lamps, another calendar, maybe a yoga mat or something here. And then over to the other side, we have this huge window with the beautiful falling leaves, the big balcony door, and of course just a sofa to kind of watch the leaves fall down, which I imagine to be super peaceful. And then here's our little puppy. We've got a little pizza moment, and just the chairs by the little window. And then over here to this side, we made it into a little bit of a crafting space. And this is the spray can that I got, which I think actually works out pretty well. And then there's just a bunch of sunflowers and leaves on the wall, as though we kind of painted them on there. I'm quite happy with how this turned out, I think. And downstairs next. This was, I believe, the very first thing that we decorated, and we turned it into this big bakery of sorts, as though that's like the hobby of my resident rep. There's the like actual bakery part, like behind the scenes, kind of we make all the treats, I guess. And then all the way over here is a long like counter where you can, I guess, purchase like bread and pretzels and all the delicious treats. And then there's also just this one table set up for if you want to enjoy your coffee or whatever you're eating, just here in the cafe. I'm quite happy with how this turned out. I like the picture wall in the background and this like accent wall with the dried flower garlands. I think this turned out to be something super cute. And that's my house. But of course, we also decorated the little tent that the second character Kat lives in. So let's go there right now. She lives right here by the campsite, which is kind of important because the inside has somewhat of a glamping vibe. It's relatively easy. Obviously, there's not a lot of space. You can't really walk that far into the room either. But honestly, I think this is kind of cute. I've never decorated a tent before, so this was kind of fun. And I'm quite happy with the result, I think. And that pretty much concludes all of the Hokkaido decorating. We've done the entire island in 14 days, and then we had 3 bonus videos in which we decorated all the villager interiors, all of the beaches, and of course today all of the interiors of like the resident rep and the extra character as well. So this island is completely decorated now, like top to bottom, front to back. I don't know. It's completely decorated. So that means it's ready for a DA upload, which I'm super excited for. So I think there will be 2 more videos, one in which I want to kind of summarize the entire process that we had for the 14 days. And then of course, we're gonna do like a regular island tour in which I actually kind of show you everything and kind of explain what's happening. So definitely stay tuned for those. But I think that's pretty much it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video and the series. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe for more content like this. And then I hope that I see you in the next videos about this island or some other projects. And until then, I hope you have an awesome time. Bye, everyone.